Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I wanted to talk about some merchandising books that I highly recommend. I think that's typically requested a lot on my blog and on here to learn more about merchandising and the merchandising world. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. First book that I wanna talk about is this one. I mentioned it in a video a little while ago, but since I'm gonna be doing a couple videos dedicated solely to books, I wanted to recommend this one again. It is Store Design and Visual Merchandising, Creating Store Space that Encourages Buying. I got this one on Amazon. So far, this is my favorite merchandising book that I have picked up. I think it's amazing. It is literally a guide to merchandising, the ins and outs, everything. It dissects it into a science on why things should be laid out a certain way, how you could actually be hurting the store's profits that you're merchandising at. If you have something laid out a certain way, it could actually deter customers from shopping at your store. But it is so wonderfully written. It's very informative. And from what I know about merchandising, I feel like someone who's really interested in it, in merchandising, and doesn't know a whole lot about it, wants to learn more, this is like the holy grail merchandising book so far that I've read, and I cannot highly recommend this enough. It's so great. I also want to remind you guys that I will have the links for all the books in my description box below if you guys want to shop them. But this is like my favorite book, honestly. We're starting out strong. This is the best one that I've read so far. The next book I want to recommend, I also mentioned in a previous video, and it's the Visual Merchandising Window and In-Store Displays for Retail. This one is basically more like a textbook version of a merchandising book, if that's kind of your guys' thing. All kind of different reading styles. This one's more textbook. It actually shows images of different types of displays all around the world, which I think is really interesting because different countries display things so differently, and also brands. As I've mentioned before, if you shop more at like a high-end retailer, you're gonna see and have a different merchandising experience than you would at like a smaller boutique. This one's really great, actually shows examples, takes you all around the world. Really like this one. It's really fun, and it's definitely more of like a textbook style, so I really liked this one. Next book on the list is The Psychology of Fashion. This one took me a little while to get through because it reads like an essay, so it's a little bit more like, I don't know what else to say. This is just a really interesting book. It was a little bit harder for me to read, like I said, because it's more essay-like, you know, so it's like you're reading it's not really that long. Well, I guess for an essay it would be long. But it was good. I would recommend it. You learn, there's a lot in here, a lot of studies of why men and women shop the way that they do, and you're just gonna learn a lot about literally the psychology of fashion, which I think is really interesting. But this one's a really good, a really quick, cheap little read as well. They're all super affordable books. Couple other reads that I wanted to recommend. I am going to tell you guys once again about my merchandising guides that I have available on my blog. I have two merchandising guides available. One is basically like an introduction to merchandising, and the second one is about basic practices of merchandising and starting to get into like, okay, what does an average day look like? What would the practices be? Will I learn to do this? All those kinds of things. I feel like merchandising resources as well as books are really hard to find, so I decided to take matters into my own hands and write a couple guides that are, one, very affordable, and also would help you guys, it would help answer your guys' most frequently asked questions, and those are available on my blog, which I will also link down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. I'm also going to be doing another video recommending marketing books, so I think I'm going to start kind of balancing my channel between merchandising and marketing. That's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.